So I already talked about how, choosing differently may feel foreign and disloyal to ego. It is going to, because that's how you operated for the whole entire part of your life. But this is what life is about. There's options. There's options. And line up your options. See what you can choose. You can choose anything. And don't worry if you're making the right or wrong choice. You'll get it. If you don't get it this time, you'll get it the next time. Okay? And maybe you needed to learn that lesson about how to choose certain things. So, when you start to choose just a little bit differently, maybe for example, choosing a reaction that would placate your anger, like taking a deep breath, or would calm your nerves, such as kindness. Taking a deep breath, a higher vibrating type of emotion, then the cyclical motion will start to change when you continue to choose differently. So you know how the Ferris wheel type of energy I was talking about. So you're just on this Ferris wheel, I'm going round and round and round, and using anger as my fuel, right? Oh, what if I choose kindness, or taking a deep breath, or not gossiping, or not comparing? Then I won't be on this cyclical Ferris wheel, and you may just be kicked off, or the Ferris wheel's vibration may start to change. That's you. That's your energy. Changing energy. And during this time, I want you to pay attention to parts of your body that may have been hurting, but because you're choosing differently, if they're hurting anymore, or if you start to have more energy and are losing weight, or it's easier for you to choose plant-based diet rather than meat, or just I want to just know how because wholeheartedly you're choosing different, like what your body wants to change to and how it feels. So fill me in. Again, this is why this podcast is called Stripped Down to Love, because we are trimming back the thick shell that have pushed us so far from listening to our soul and loving our soul and ourselves. Our soul loves us so much that it stays with us. Again, it will never abandon you, but can we say that about I know I have abandoned my soul in the past because I thought that was the right thing to do. And I'm still calling my soul back to me. I'm continuously doing that because now I know that's where my power lies. Abandoning your soul, you're abandoning your power. You don't want to do that, because it leaves you empty. We can always stimulate the greatness of our soul. It is never, never too late. No matter how hard you try to toss your soul away, shut it down, it will always be there. And will always love you. And that's why I'm here trying to impress upon you or recommend to you that soul growth is where you will grow into your own unique love. So, by choosing higher vibrating emotions, that helps to grow our soul instead of destroying our soul or hurting our soul. By growing your soul with higher vibrating actions, reactions, responses, thinking, compassion, warmth of love, our souls will grow. You got it. Love is eternal. When you destroy something, it's destroyed. But love is eternal. You can try and build whatever you destroyed back up again. It could be the same composition of materials. It can be built by the same person. But it will never be the same because the original one was destroyed. But love, again, is eternal. Love is love. Love is eternal. Our souls are eternal. We transverse with love. We move through different levels of spiritual awakening and spirituality with the ticket of love, warmth, compassion, kindness, and those are the items that grow your soul. Our soul is very powerful. These are the items that make you excited about life, that make you hungry for life, for manifesting a better life. At that point, you know that you're able to easily get what you want because your soul is growing and you are growing beautifully with your soul, aligning your soul and your human, intellectual, and emotional bodies all together in one. Therefore, you can manifest other things rather than just painful situations by default because you are awakening to another level of being here. You can manifest opportunities. You can manifest the love of your life. You can manifest anything, good or bad, whether you're choosing from ego or you're choosing differently. And that's why people say that we create our own reality. But because when I was in pain and I was choosing ego constantly, I would constantly and by default manifest situations that would make me have more pain because I was in pain. No, you want to manifest things that are beautiful and wholesome and see. I manifested that, and isn't that beautiful? Because your soul is growing and happy. Our soul loves us so much, and we just need to nurture it. And I think a lot of the times where we trip up during manifestation is that we firstly use our intellectual mind. Like we see a car and we're like, I want that. Like, okay, yeah. I want that too. Is your soul ready to have that responsibility though? How are you going to get there? How are you going to engineer your soul to get that car? That's the question. So our human mind to manifest what we want, but it first comes from the soul. That's why people, and like I just said, we create our reality. So a lot of the times, when I was first trying all this spiritual awakening out, I was like, what does that mean? We create our own reality. I don't know. That was one of my questions of all time, and that is still the biggest question for me too. Also self-awareness, and that's why I put it out here, because I needed a definition in order to push myself further. Even though I have a whole podcast and I do this and I, constantly spiritually work at it every day, I'm like, we always gotta up the ante. We always gotta up what spiritual awareness is. We always have to upgrade what manifesting is. And we have to use deeper love and deeper connection to get what we want. Because then it would be more fruitful and hearty. It would be like so yummy. It would be like, yes, I manifested that. My soul is growing and I love myself for that because I did it. You see, when you put in hard work, and actually maybe I should just edit this out of here because I don't believe in struggling. But when you invest in yourself, invest. I work every day on myself to better myself. You become proud. You become proud of who you are and what you manifested. That car, that house. But we have to always check in with our soul. But what I'm telling you in this right now is that yes, we do create our reality. But we want to manifest by growing those feelings of goodness, feeling whole and wholesome, feeling confident, feeling love, which is all with us all the time. But we want to grow these things. We want to up the ante, like I said, right? This is done by choosing differently, allowing our human side to choose differently, and that's when our soul becomes happy. And our soul feels that we are connected and grounded into our home base, that you are truly loving and trusting yourself. We are allowing ourselves to move through situations, patterns that we thought we could never break free from. But hey, we're doing it. Freedom. Whether it be karmic, generational, loyalty, we thought we had to ego, and stories of the past, and patterns and things, ideations, societal ideations that you just get swept up in, which I did, but it's good to be free of it. And the things that you have been told for so long that you should conform yourself to or be part of, you are unique. It is okay to just be you. For so long that we started to believe them to be true, and it integrated into our body, it integrated into our DNA, it integrated into our cells, and that's how we think now and love ourselves, because of societal ideations, because I have to fit in, otherwise I don't love myself. You know how crazy that sounds? Because I have to fit in so I can love myself? No. I think the opposite. So what you want to manifest with first is your soul, by allowing your soul to grow and be happy. Make the choices that are different. Make soul-driven choices. And that's what and how you will manifest the world that you want. Our soul can go anywhere. Our soul can tell the universe that this is what we want. And yes, our human bodies have to do the physical work, but our soul did 90% of the work, majority of the work. And we thank you, soul, for never leaving us. But we also have to use our intellectual mind and this meat suit that we came here with to bring what we want into this physical plane. Let's take a deep breath. Alrighty, so that was soul growth and a whole bunch of tips on manifesting and ego, and how trying to manifest from ego doesn't necessarily get us far. It'll get us to a certain point, but maybe not where we are meant to go, our destiny. See, I always feel that ego was built for us, and we built our ego to get us to a certain point, to keep us safe, yes. But maybe it is not ego's destiny to come with us to our destiny, but fashion a new one for each chapter and phase, so that way you may meet destiny head on. Alright, so I hope you found the information in here useful. Let's do the closing meditation as always. So let's take a deep breath. We thank you, new energies, for coming to meet us, and that was so much fun. I mean, I had fun. I feel like hugging energy. Hopefully when you listen to this, you will feel hugging energy too. Like we're doing a great job. You are doing a great job. This is still the first month of 2023, and I think we're all doing wonderful. Thank you, white light and comforting energy, for meeting us here on this plane. Take another deep breath. All right, so I want you to remember to always walk with love. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Strip Down to Love podcast video. And until next time, I will see you later. And yeah, take care. Mwah.